We're with Montana State Billings head coach Kevin Woodin, junior forward Alisha Breen. The Yellowjackets have just come back in the second half to beat Northwest Nazarene 70-65 in the GNAC basketball tournament. Coach, we'll start with you. Just some thoughts on that effort tonight.
Well, I was proud of our team. We just kind of gutted it out and kind of hung in there. You got to give praise to NNU. I thought they really played very motivated. They were hard to guard for us. I felt actually fortunate that we were only 5 down. I thought they really controlled most of the game in the first half. We were struggling guarding, and we didn't space the floor very well on offense, and I was just having a hard time trying to figure out what they were doing there. It almost seemed to confuse us, but I thought our captains hung in there and were strong with our team, and the tide started to change a little bit maybe late third quarter. We finally made a little run there. Alisha, I thought, for a 4 or 5 minute stretch there was dominant offensively, hit a big 3 for us, also scored inside. That's what she can do. She can score at many different levels out there, but then our teammates found her, and then finally defensively we were making it finally hard for them and did a much better job on the boards, it seemed like, down the stretch. Janelle was very, very tough. I think she had like 16 defensive rebounds tonight, and those were very important too. So we're really happy to move on. I think overall it's just a good win. It was a team win tonight, and again, give NNU a lot of credit. They played hard.
Janelle, coach, talking about defense there. There was a stretch in that fourth quarter where you kept them off the board for 6 minutes and 15 seconds, forced them into 0 for 11 shooting. Was that a strategic change maybe from the huddle, or was that just the players buckling down a little bit more on the floor and toughening up a little bit?
I think it was just them. We played a combination of player to player and zone throughout the game, and we kind of asked them almost what they wanted to play, and they picked it. They were in a rhythm there for a little while, and it was very needed.
And Alisha, your perspective from having been on the floor there.
I completely agree. It came down to win or go home, and I think any five that were on the court at one time buckled down and got the job done. Like you said, defensively, I didn't realize it was for almost 6 minutes, but everybody manned up, guarded their own player, and it was good. It was great to buckle down and get that win.
This was a team you guys had taken care of a couple times during the regular season. Did they show you anything different tonight that you had to adjust to?
They just seemed like in the first half they were a little faster than us, and they were shooting it a little better, so they didn't show us anything different. I thought they just were executing more. I felt we were a little bit tight, and we kind of settled in there. Like I said, it felt like we were down more at half. I was worried, though, because I think they delivered the first punch in the third quarter. They got us down close to, I don't remember if it was double figures.
It was 10, yeah.
We talked about, hey, we got to go out there, and all of a sudden it didn't happen. So that's where I give the players credit, because this year the clock doesn't stop as much in women's basketball with the timeouts and the less media timeouts. So your players, you have to trust that they can get themselves out of holes, and Alisha, Janelle, and Monica did a great job of keeping their players calm and together, and finally the tide started to change.
This one out of the way, Western Washington coming up tomorrow. Beat them twice during the regular season, but it's a brand new season now. And Alisha, let's start with you on that. Your thoughts about playing Western for a third time here?
They're a great team, and like you said, it's 0-0 for everybody. It doesn't matter that we beat them twice in the preseason. It's whoever shows up to play tomorrow. I'm really excited to play them. I think we'll bring a great effort tomorrow. Everybody's excited to be moving on in the tournament, and it'll be an exciting game.
And Coach, in the 2 regular season games, was there anything that was particularly successful for you? Things were working really well on those 2 nights for your girls?
Just both games were really just dogfights. It could have went either way. In Billings, we came from behind. We got down early, and we won a close game. I think we were up about 2 or 3 points, and I think Monica hit a 3-pointer with under 30 seconds to go to kind of give us a little breathing room, and we won a close game there. And then when we played them up at Skagit, it was we were down about 7 or 8 midway through the second quarter, and we had a nice run to end the half and take the lead. But then down the stretch, it was just back and forth. Neither team scored. I don't think we scored in the final 5 minutes of the game, and they scored just 2 or 4 points, and it was a real low-scoring win for us. I think it'll be another defensive hard-working type of game, and if you can make shots, that'll be to your advantage. But they're a great program. Carmen has been there forever. They're used to winning, and I know they'll be ready, and we're excited to just be there, and we're going to play really hard and hope we can get out of there with another win.
No, I'm good. Good job, guys.
Coach, there was one stretch in the fourth quarter, I think it was, where I could say this as a former coach, you can't. Alisha had scored 2 times in a row, got hammered, didn't get a call, and then scored again. As a coach, is there a hesitation to keep going to her every time, even though she's scoring? Because the other team knows you're going to do that? I mean, is there a
there's some, I've been doing this a long time, and I've learned, I think that you try not to get too fancy there and go with the decoy. I mean, we want our best player to touch the ball kind of in the middle of the floor, and if let's trust that she's going to make a play. She's a good passer too, so if they're going to double or triple or something and she wants to find a teammate, that's fine, but we're going to try to get her the ball. And another thing about Alisha, she's very unselfish, but she has a great attitude. She'll miss shots. She missed a lot of shots early. I don't know if
did. It's okay.
There, but you got to keep coming back. And then she's a tremendous foul shooter, especially in the clutch. She rarely misses. So I learned that from Phil Lumpkin at O'Day. As coaches, find your best player in the middle of the floor late in the game, and you'll do a lot better.
I got a phone call this morning from Marissa's uncle, who told me, wait till you see how hard this young lady plays. I watched her on tape. She gives you a spark that is obviously contagious, but she just plays really hard all the time. Is she always like that?
Yeah, she has been a big key to our team. We inserted her in the starting lineup right after the new year, and she just does a lot of intangible things. She deflects basketballs. The best is yet to come for her. She's still learning the game, but she has a tremendous first step. She's very competitive, very coachable, and she's athletically she just has a level that most of us just can't get to. So we're just happy that she's on our team, and she's doing a great job.
Coach, you talked about Janelle Olson a little bit earlier, but she, you may not know this, but she had 17 rebounds, which tied the GNAC tournament record. 16 of those defensively.
Yeah, she was a senior that did not want her season to end.
Yeah.
I was pretty proud of her. Down the stretch, those boards were hers, and then she. Over her career, she's had times where she would struggle from the line, but she's zeroed in on that, and she hit. We missed some key free throws down the stretch. I thought we could have put them away a little more, but Janelle, it seemed like she made them all.
Yeah, 9 of 10 she was. Yep.